Hi, this is Julie with English with Purpose, and today I am talking to all of you perfectionists out there who get stuck in your speaking fluency because you are searching for the perfect word or phrase, which we know is unrealistic. And we also know slows down your fluency and sometimes locks it up completely. I know this is largely part of people's personalities, and it is something that we work on in our language coaching practice. It takes time because you have to unlearn habits. But I wanted to share with you a quote I read recently in a book about creative writing that I've been using this year to work on my own creative writing practice that really jumped out at me as exactly what's going on when you are trying to express yourself in English and you get all locked up because the words just aren't coming. And the author of this book actually has an acting background, and she tells a story about one of her acting teachers who suffered a stroke. And one of the results of the stroke was aphasia, and aphasia is the loss of language. Parts of the brain that process language are affected, and you lose the ability to recall words. But her teacher, over time, was able to rebuild his speaking skills to the point where now you would never guess that he had had a stroke. And she has this one quote in particular about how he did it. And this is what I'd like to read to you. Joe's problem wasn't with thinking. His mind was as brilliant as it always had been. The problem was with putting his thoughts into words. If he was going to share those thoughts, he couldn't waste energy rejecting one word in favor of a better one. He would do better to welcome whatever word was offered and make the best possible use of it. In this manner, over time, Joe rehabilitated his brain to the point that no one would guess he'd ever suffered an injury. And what really struck me about this is exactly what we experience when we're speaking in our target language and we get stuck. We get caught up in searching for the words instead of dealing with and utilizing and embracing the words that come. And I know a lot of people are scared because they don't want to sound like they're struggling to describe something, or they would prefer to be able to use more sophisticated language, particularly in a work meeting. But you really do have to work with the English that you have and the English that is coming. So that's my quote for you today. I know it takes time to shift your thinking, but this one really got me thinking, and I encourage you to make the best possible use of the English that comes to you when you're speaking spontaneously, especially if you're nervous, and just embrace it instead of searching for that perfect word.